Guys, first of all, this was an amazing fight. Without a doubt, this already in the fight of the year contention. Both Giga and Kattar threw some very hard shots from each other. It was insane. And Giga was the one that took in the most damage from the post-fight, pictures and all the videos. Obviously, he took the most damage. Dude has heart and a chin, man. Respect to him. He's a warrior for stepping in there. Anyways, guys, in this fight, Calvin Kattar max Hollowayed Giga Chikadze. Giga said himself that he was the best striker in the UFC. But then Calvin Kattar once also said he was the best boxer in the UFC. But then we also saw what Max Holloway did to Calvin Kattar. But that's Max Holloway, man. He does that to everybody. So anyways, see guys, I myself had a high feeling that Calvin Kattar was gonna get the win. And I even put some money on Calvin Kattar as well. And it was a good night, let's just say that. Thank you, Kattar. And I'm gonna tell you guys why I put money on Kattar and I thought he was gonna win. So look at this right here. There is a reason why the UFC put him up against Max Holloway. The UFC knows what a person is, what the person is capable of. They do their research and they just know who has star power, who has this, who has that. They believed in Kattar, but then when he was put in the cage with Holloway, we all saw what Holloway did to him. But guys, Calvin Kattar is an amazing fighter. But then Max is just in a whole different universe with Volkanovski. These two guys, Holloway and Volkanovski, are just levels above the entire division. If the UFC and Dana White see that you have potential but you're not fully ready for the big dogs of the division yet, they will hold you back and they will slowly give you bigger and better competition like we're seeing with Sean O'Malley. But if Dana and the UFC see that you are ready for the big dogs, then you're going to be like Khamzat Chimaev. They believe in him, they know that he's a killer, and they know he's the real deal. And that is why right now they're giving him tougher competition, and right now he's going to fight Gilbert Burns. It has been verbally agreed upon already. It's going to be a hard fight, but they believe in him. So guys, Calvin Kattar is the real deal. He falls in the category as Khamzat Chimaev. Not like him, but he's in that category as well. Calvin Kattar is the real deal. The dude is legit, and we have seen his power, his skills. Amazing fighter, man. That's why Dana and the UFC believed in him. That's why they put him up against Max Holloway. But then Max Holloway was just on another level that night. He was something else. And there is no shame in losing to Max Holloway. He was a former champion, and some say that he won the second fight. It's a controversial ending, and there is no shame in losing to him. We all know how good Max Holloway is. The dude is insane. He's a monster, and Kattar lost to him, which is okay. A lot of people were writing him off really bad, and they thought that Giga was gonna just go through him, smash him, and then go grab a title shot. But that did not happen in this fight. Calvin Kattar absolutely shut down Giga Chikadze. Before the fight, the betting odds were plus 190 for Kattar, and then for Chikadze, I believe it was minus 200, which is insane. I personally believe that a lot of recency bias went into that, because the way that Chikadze took out Cub Swanson and then he took out Essen Barboza easily, and Kattar was downplayed because he took some damage, some heavy shots. He was outclassed by Max Holloway, and that is why people thought that Giga Chikadze would walk through him, and Giga himself thought that he would walk through him as well. Before the fight, Giga was talking a lot of crap to Volkanovski, the champion, and just everyone else. He was saying that how he chose Chan Sung Jung to fight, that Chan Sung Jung was the easy fight, and a whole lot of things, guys. He was not focusing on what was in front of him. He wanted to fight Volkanovski before he even got through Calvin Kattar. He was overlooking him by a huge margin, and tonight he paid for it. Guys, once again, obviously, Calvin Kattar took a lot of damage from Max Holloway. It was a brutal beatdown. Max completely shut him down, and it was a beatdown. It was bad, man. But the damage that he took in from Max, over time, he healed up. And that is thanks to his coaches, the people that he had around him. Those are some good people. They kept him in check. They also took care of him. They are the real ones. So, this is what Mark Romandi said, who I believe is with ESPN. And he said, do not overlook how Calvin Kattar's coach, Tyson Cartier, and his team handled Kattar's damaging loss to Max Holloway in January 2021. Kattar didn't train contact until last summer. They were patient, they let him heal up, and this performance was a product of that. And he's 100% right. Calvin Kattar took his time. He took the time that was needed to recover, and then some more. The people that he had around him, his coaches, everybody, all these people, in my opinion, are very good people. They care about Calvin Kattar, they care about his health, they care about his career. They took their time, they were patient with him. Lastly, guys, let's talk about the elbows that Kattar landed on Giga Chikadze. Those were deadly elbows, man. Had power, accuracy. The elbows were landing like 95% of the time. It was honestly insane, and Giga could not do anything about it. He just couldn't. It's like Khabib's takedown. You just can't stop it. It just happens. And the same thing happened with Giga. Kattar kept on just doing it, and every time it was landing and Giga could not stop it. It just happened. And those were some hard elbows, man. Those are purely vicious. It was good. And Calvin also put the takedown in Giga's mind as well. He made him realize that I could do it, and so Giga was being cautious about it, and the pressure from Kattar was something else, man. He kept on pushing forward. He didn't really care about Giga's kicks or power or anything like that. He just kept moving, put the pressure on him, and Giga was in trouble. He was wobbled throughout the whole rounds, and like Kattar kept on pressuring, landed some really good shots, some spinning back fists and everything like that, elbow especially. Everything was working. See guys, some fighters when they lose, they just lose. They just go down and like that's it. They might never be the same ever again. But some other fighters, when they lose, they not only lose, they also learn as well. They turn their losses into a lesson. And that is exactly what Kevin Kattar did. He turned his loss to Max Holloway to a lesson. He recovered, he took his time, he was patient. People around him were patient with him, they took care of him, he improved, he came back. He dominated.